Hi, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my most anticipated romances of 2023. So I'm so excited. There are so many books coming out in 2023 that I am uber duper excited about. So I wanted to give you a couple that I'm extra pumped about that maybe you didn't know about or that you could get really excited about too. So some of these are very first books in a series, some of these are finales. You got a little bit of everything in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm gonna start off with a book that literally like kind of doesn't even exist yet. We know nothing about it except for like one thing, and that is going to be, it doesn't even have a cover, not even like a placeholder cover. But I know this is coming in 2023, and that is going to be from H.D. Carlton, Sibby's romance book. Sibby is a character that you saw in the Cat and Mouse duet by H.D. Carlton, and now she is currently writing Sibby's Why Choose Romance. We know nothing about it, except for the fact that it is coming. So I wanted to state in this video that if you were someone who actually didn't know that that was going to be a thing, or you've maybe been wanting to read from H.D. Carlton, this is your time to start reading from her because there will be more books coming set in that little universe, and I'm so excited for it. So literally my like most anticipated book of next year is going to be Sibby's romance. Then we have Free Me by Ashley Rostek. This is the fourth book in the Witsex series. This is a series following a girl whose entire family was murdered by her stalker, and now she is in the Witsex program and she's trying to get back to her normal life, and she ends up falling in love with her 4 really hot neighbors. And at the same time, the guy who like stalked and killed her entire family is still out there and could still try and come and kill her, and that is what this series is about. I absolutely love it. It is new adult, she is 18 years old, and it is phenomenal, and the last book is coming out in like next year, well in 2023. Another finale that we do have coming, now this is fantasy romance, but that is going to be Gold by Raven Kennedy. This is the last book in the Plated Prisoner series. I'm trying to get like all these ones out of the way because like if you know about them, great, if you don't, like but I'm so excited to finish off the Plated Prisoner series. I read all 4 of the first books this year. I have a specific vlog dedicated to it. It is non-spoilery until the end for that as well. If you are maybe curious about reading this series, it was one of my favorites of 2023, hands down. One of the best fantasy romance series I have read, and I'm so excited for the finale. I'm also terrified because the 4th book ended on such a cliffhanger, and I was like, why did I start this series and the last book isn't out? Oh my god, but it comes out in I think June of this year, and I'm so pumped. Another anticipated 2023 release is actually one that I currently own, and that is going to be Wild by Macaulay Smell. So this comes out in January. This, I'm so excited. I read the first chapter the other night and I loved it, so I'm really pumped to read this. This is a new adult rock star romance. He is the lead singer of like an up-and-coming debut band, and she is the record label's producer's daughter. So it's a forbidden romance with the two of them. Macaulay said this is her spicy romance, like spiciest romance yet. I cannot wait for it. This has got so much potential and I am beyond excited. We also have One Pucked Up Pack by Sarah Blue. This is Sarah Blue's newest Omegaverse book. It is set completely outside of her Heat Haven universe, so this is a brand new one, and this is a college hockey romance Omegaverse. I know. Those are like the best words you've heard together in your lifetime. So it follows this girl and she's in a pack, and the 3 alphas who are in her pack are all hockey players at her college, and so she wants to be in a pack with all of them. But how do you be in a pack with these 3 guys who are all going off, I think, to like all different NHL teams? So very excited for this. That's really all I know about it, and yes. We then have another rockstar romance, surprisingly enough. There's gonna be Poison Roses by Tate James and Jamin Eve. This is book 1 in a new quartet from them. It is a Why Choose romance series. From what I can tell about this, you have Billy. 8 years ago, she ended up breaking up with like her one first true love so that he could be successful and like she wouldn't ruin his career to become like a rock star. And then this takes place, you know, present day, where she just saw Angelo Ricci, who is the second boy she's ever loved, kill someone, and now she's on the run from him because of his mafia family, and she ends up finding solace with her first love, Jace's band. And I guess it's, I don't know who the reverse harem's gonna be between, because I'm like, is it the band? Is it her and the first love and the second love? Like, I'm not sure. But obviously there is like all these different elements going on in it. I'm really excited for it. I cannot wait to read it, but that's all I really know. I feel like that was a very messy description, but if you love Why Choose romances, you 100% have to read from anything that Tate James writes because they are always amazing. Then we have Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. So this follows Hallie Welsh and Julian Voss. This is their second chance grumpy sunshine romance. Takes place in Napa, and Hallie is being hired to basically revamp the gardens for the Voss estate and like the winery and things like that. And Julian has just come back to town for the very first time. He is a professor at like a very fancy Ivy League, and he's on sabbatical to like write a book. And obviously he comes back to the estate and sees Hallie there, and this is their first time like crossing paths again and them falling back in love. I'm so excited for it. I love Tessa Bailey's books, and that's all I have to really say. We also have King of Pride by Anna Huang. This is going to be the second book in her Kings of Sin series. This is Kai's romance. That's all we know about it. There's no other news. I'm anticipating it. I can't wait to continue with this series, especially because I loved Kai in Kings of Wrath, but we don't know anything else except for the fact that this one is Pride driven. And that's it. Then we have The Plus One by Maisie Eddings. This is the third and final book in whatever this series is called. And this is a fake dating enemies to lovers romance. So you've got Indira and Jude. Now they both have a wedding to attend, and they both agree to be each other's fake dates for the wedding because the wedding is hell for them for two different reasons. Indira, it's hell because her recent ex-boyfriend is going to be there with his brand new girlfriend that she caught him cheating on her with. And for Jude, he's actually spent the last 3 years as a doctor abroad trying to like avoid everything going on back home, and now he's really struggling to like readjust to regular life and all of his relationships and things that he left behind. And so I'm very excited for this. I have loved all of Maisie's books so far. They've all been 5 out of 5 star reads for me, and I have no doubt this will be the same. We also have Twisted by Emily McIntyre. This is another one of her Twisted reimaginings in her Never After series. This is a reimagining romance between, well, it's Aladdin, so it's Jasmine and Jafar. I'm so excited for this. Obviously it's going to be like a spicy arranged marriage. There is apparently like a pet snake in this that is hilarious and that gets fed corpses, and I'm like, what better way to get rid of a dead body than with your pet snake? Like, that is so smart. Just saying. I have loved all of her dark contemporary reimaginings. They have been so much fun, and I have no doubt that I'll love Twisted as well. I also have The Choice by Ashley Jade. This is this another rockstar? Why do I have so many rockstar romances on this list? I went years thinking I hated rockstar romances and then recently discovered that I actually do like them. Anyway, The Choice is part 1 in an upcoming duet by Ashley Jade. This follows a kind of forbidden second chance romance between Memphis and this girl that he has been in love with since childhood but could never be with because she ended up with his best friend, except for the fact that his best friend died, and they were all part of the same band together. And so now, like, obviously he still wants to be with her, and she like kind of was in love with him when they were kids, and so it's kind of like that forbidden kind of star-crossed aspect to their relationship because they were in love with each other, then she ended up with someone else, and now that person's dead. How do they actually continue a romance? Like, it's very controversial, especially since he is now in like one of the biggest bands in the entire world, and so it's their second chance romance. I'm very excited for this. I have loved Ashley Jade's writing so far, and I can't wait for this one as well. Then we have An Optimist's Guide to Heartbreak by Jennifer Hartman. This follows Lucy and Cal's romance. Now Cal is Lucy's, I think, dead best friend's older brother, and Lucy has just come back to town because she panic bought her dead best friend's house once she passed away. She ends up kind of rekindling old memories and decides that she kind of wants to reconnect with people, so she ends up applying for a job at the auto mechanic, knowing that, you know, Cal, her best friend's brother, works there. But lo and behold, when she gets there, she is quite surprised to learn that he is now this big, grumpy, gruff dude covered in tattoos who owns a motorcycle, and that he is completely different from when they grew up together, and she's quite shocked by that. And it is their romance together. It is Grumpy Sunshine. It is obviously a workplace romance because now he's going to be her boss, and it is a slow burn. So this is going to be a very emotional read, but I'm so prepared for it. And I don't know, I really enjoyed Jennifer Hartman's writing this like in 2022, and I'm excited to kind of see where like her newest book is gonna lead. I'm also really excited for Things We Hide from the Light. This is book 2 in Lucy Scoll's Knock 'Em Out series. I adored Things We Never Got Over in 2022, and I'm so excited for Nash's romance. Nash is the brother to the hero in book 1. Now Nash is like the sheriff, the biggest cop in Knockmount, and this is his romance with Lena. Now Lena is actually one of his brother's like ex-flings. She was an absolute riot in the first book. She's this very sexy, confident woman, and she's in town again for secret reasons, and obviously since Nash is a cop, some things are gonna happen there, so I'm very excited for that. Those are some of the books coming out in 2023 that I am super excited about. There are obviously a lot more than this that I am excited for, but I wanted to kind of make a very short and quick list for you just because I wanted to put this out. And you know, the other thing is that so many indie authors don't even let you know that their book's coming out until like 3 months prior, if even. So I'm sure there are going to be like another 20 books coming out next year that are like my most anticipated, but obviously I don't even know that they exist yet. So do let me know down below in the comments what your most anticipated book is of 2023. And if you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, please go to my channel. And until next time, thanks a bunch everyone. Bye bye.